And we are live. Welcome to a solo pod of the Rooftop Podcast. Today I am by myself. Oh, dear Lord, what is going on over there? Rachel, get over here. The little kids are playing Big Two over there. Yeah, for now. We'll see if Andrew joins. Like, literally eat the mic.
I'm eating the mic right now.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Yum, yum. So delicious.
This is my favorite snack, Flaming Hot Cheetos.
I also enjoy.
I feel like there's a cult following behind this just because of how addictive they are. And actually, Flaming Hot Cheetos are not all made the same.
Really?
Are not all made equal, I mean.
Oh, like each bag
Each
or
bag,
each Cheeto?
The variation between each bag is very different. So this bag is a really good bag, and I'll show you why. You see how skinny these guys are?
Yeah.
The ones that are skinnier have more flavor to dust ratio or dust to chip ratio, and they're crunchier.
Are Cheetos chips?
Yeah. Oh, they're quite an anomaly because they're not puffs either.
Yeah.
I don't know, but whatever. We're gonna call them chips. I don't think. No. Chips are made from potatoes.
Well,
Are these made from potatoes?
Chips? No, wait. Corn tortilla chips.
These are made from corn. Cornmeal.
Wait. Are tortilla chips made out of corn or flour?
Corn tortillas are made out of corn. Flour
but are regular tortilla chips made out of corn or flour?
The skinny ones are like crunchier and more flavor.
Hot Cheetos.
Oh, the whole bag is skinny ones.
So skinny.
They're all skinny
you're so
ones.
right. Yum.
This is the best bag of Flaming Hot Cheetos I've ever seen.
I hate that we don't have chopsticks here.
Yeah, usually the correct way to eat Flaming Hot Cheetos is with chopsticks.
Yeah.
Damn,
As
these
much
are
as
fire.
people enjoy the Cheeto dust fingers, I no.
I feel like this Cheeto dust lining my entire intestines is not good. But like I eat enough where like my poop the next day is entirely consistent of these.
I don't want to hear it. This morning, I was brushing my teeth, and Jesse like went into the bathroom, and the toilet is like right next to the sinks, right? Like there's a door separating the toilet
mic.
and the shower from the sinks where, you know, you wash your hands and brush your teeth and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was brushing my teeth, and Jesse was using the toilet with the door between us closed, obviously, and I keep on bumping into the mic. And so he's been in there for a while, and I don't hear the air vent going. And so I'm like, Jesse, if you're pooping, turn on the air vent. And so as soon as I say that, he turns it on.
Okay, this is why I didn't do it. It's because now I've learned the etiquette of as soon as I drop my logs, I flush the toilet. So then it's no longer there to smell.
But I mean, like, what if there's... Why are we... Okay. What if there's a time period between, like, one log and the next log? You know what I mean?
Okay. I dropped a lot of logs this morning.
Stop. No, because...
Which is probably... I don't know if you told me to turn on the vent because it started smelling good.
No, I told you to turn on the vent because I didn't want to smell it while I was brushing my teeth. And then as soon as he turned it on, like 2 seconds later, he flushes. And he comes out and he's like, I just took the biggest shit ever. And I went...
I cleared my intestines.
I don't want to hear that.
It was very satisfying.
I'm glad that happened for you.
You know what I'm very blessed to have is
regular pooping schedule.
Good bowel movements.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound elitist because I know some people don't have that and struggle with their bowel movements.
Elitist.
I don't know, the satisfaction of...
Oh my god, you're so weird.
Just like it feels like I'm cleansing myself in the morning. It's the best way to start off the day.
Okay, a good morning poop.
But it also depends. Like if I had a bag of Flaming Hot Cheetos, those are bad ones.
This one is not
Sometimes
skinny.
I get a bag full of those chunky, and the thing is when they're chunky, they're not as crisp. They become more mealy. I don't know if that's a word you can use to describe Flaming Hot Cheetos. But they're more bready, you know?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And that's just not as good.
Do you think the interior is different? Or do you think there are bigger air bubbles?
The composition, something like that. They're more puffy. Yeah, that's true. I'm a flaming hot Cheeto connoisseur. I live and die by this stuff.
I don't buy myself very many snacks in college.
What?
Yeah.
Dude,
I
I
think
buy myself so many
mom
snacks.
and mom habit that I've picked up. Or she buys a lot of snacks now, actually.
What do you mean a mom habit you
Like
picked up?
when we were growing up, mom just never bought us snacks. Like we never had chips. Well, we had chips in the house like once.
Yeah, we never had juice. We never had
Yeah.
soda. We never had like flaming hot Cheetos. We never had like Lay's chips. The only chips that she would
Sometimes
buy.
we would have Lay's chips, like the sour cream and onion and the barbecue chips.
When would she buy that?
Delicious. I think it would usually be like leftover from some potluck thing, whatever.
Yeah, I feel like mom tried to raise us so that we didn't eat too many junk foods. But for me, that actually, when I left home, now that I have the freedom to buy whatever snacks I want, I just go all out. Like I'll buy a sleeve of Chips Ahoy cookies, like the family size pack ones.
Yeah.
How many rows are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to say 5. Each one has like 10 cookies in it.
5?
Yeah.
I thought they only had like. I know Oreos have 4.
No. I'm talking about the Chips Ahoy. This might be also controversial. I was thinking about buying those. My go-to combo for snacks, so I can hit the savory and the sweet. So when you buy snacks, you have to get at least one savory and at least one sweet snack. I'm a midnight snacker connoisseur. So my go-to sweet snack is a Chips Ahoy chunky cookies. I don't mess with the
Chewy.
I don't mess with chewy. Chewy's bad. I'm a chunky guy.
I agree.
Dude, I don't know. I want more the chewy ones just taste cheap,
like
taste
them.
artificial.
Yeah.
Whereas,
like I would rather just have like fresh baked chocolate chip cookies rather than that fake chewy.
Yeah, the
Chips
fake
Ahoy.
chewy is like they're trying too hard to be a normal chocolate chip cookie.
I know a lot of people who prefer chewy over like chunky though.
A lot of people.
Why?
Most people hate me for this. I don't know.
Okay,
They're
I'm
just
glad we're
wrong.
on the same page on
I'm glad
this,
we're on the
yeah.
same page on that too, because chunky Chips Ahoy definitely way better than chewy Chips Ahoy.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what my sweet go-to. The other one that I do is, the other one that I do for sweet snacks is gummies. My favorite gummies of all time are Lifesaver gummies. They used to be the Haribo gummy bears, gummy worms, gummy bears.
Bears.
Did I say bears? I thought I said berries for some reason.
My berries.
What?
Have you not seen that? I think it's a Vine where that guy is like, my berries.
No, I haven't. No, I have
so
no idea
good.
what you're talking about. But the Lifesaver gummies, dude, the chew experience of a Lifesaver gummy is just so
That's nice.
incredible.
Yeah.
And their flavor, because they have like the exotic line, the sour line. They have
What's in the exotic
dual.
line?
It's just like some wild berries and other stuff. I actually don't know the exact flavors, but my favorite one. Actually, I don't have a favorite. All of them are really good. It's just the chew texture that's just so good. Whereas Haribo gummies, they're a little too tough and tenacious. But sometimes I'm in the mood for that. You know, something that requires more effort to eat.
They're so hard. Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Especially if you leave them in the cold or if they get stale.
Yeah.
Then they start being really chewy.
It's a little bit of work to, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it depends on what I'm in the mood. But the effortless enjoyment of Lifesaver gummies,
Your
I
teeth
think is
just sink into them. Yeah.
And it's just so pleasurable. Okay, so those are my two go-to snacks. I'll usually have one or the other upstairs in my room in my little snack drawer.
I can't have a snack drawer because it will take me like 2 days to finish all the snacks in the snack drawer.
I usually go through it quite quickly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
The other snack that I go to is Flaming Hot Cheetos. One time I bought a box of 48 packs.
The little ones.
Flaming Hot Cheetos. You were there when you saw
I
that.
was.
So I bought a pack of 48 little ones to portion control. Whereas if I just buy a bunch of these big bags, dude, they put something in this that makes you like
It's addictive.
Yeah, it makes you not. Hold on, what am I trying to say? They put something in here
Yeah.
that doesn't allow you to stop eating them.
I think it's also like they're just so crunchy. Like it, like the mouth sensation of just like biting into a Cheeto.
I feel
It's
like
just
there's
so
something
nice.
more. There's some sort of addictive brain quality to it.
Is it the spice? Do you do that with regular Cheetos too?
These I don't think they're so much spicy as tangy.
Oh,
They're not super. They're not too spicy. I mean, they leave a little tangle in my mouth, but
tingle tangle.
tingle. But the thing that I like a lot about it, it kind of has like an MSG flavor to it. Do you taste that at the end? It's like the after.
I don't know what MSG tastes like.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Have you ever had straight up MSG?
No, but it's just umami.
Oh.
Maybe not MSG. More like a limey.
Okay, the reason why I like kind of disagree with that is because Takis are like that.
I don't like
exactly.
Takis.
Hot take.
I know. Hot take.
Hot take.
Hot Cheetos are way better.
Take.
Hot
I
Cheetos.
agree that hot Cheetos are better, but I do like Takis too for the tanginess.
The texture's just not there for me.
That's true. It's not the
Texture's
same
good.
crunch, yeah.
Wow. Elite snack. Okay.
I agree.
So that's my like starting 3 in my snack lineup.
When I did buy snacks, because in college, for the first 2 years I was on a meal plan, and then so every week I would get 10 swipes, and I would never finish using my 10 swipes, so I'd have a bunch of swipes left at the end of the week where I could spend at what we called like a C store, and then so that's where I bought most of my snacks. And so my snack rotation when I went to the C store was like the Nature Valley, the oats and honey granola bars.
That's my breakfast.
Yeah, that became my breakfast because it wasn't really a snack because I'm really terrible at eating breakfast in college. And then I also got Oreos, double stuff, because they only had double stuff. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that's not a bad choice to have.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, hot take. I really like the thin Oreos. I think the ratio of cookie to cream is amazing, and like the crunch that you get from the thin Oreo, elite. It's so good.
Do you think actually in the thin Oreos you actually get more cream to cookie ratio?
I think
just
there's
because
less
the cookies
cream too, though.
Less? Oh,
yeah,
okay. Proportionally.
It's probably similar.
Similar.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think like the snap of the thin Oreo is just elite.
See, I can't eat Oreos unless I have also a great snack, Welch's fruit snacks. This is a classic. I wouldn't say if it's a favorite, but it's you get those big Costco boxes of like 80 of them.
Yeah.
You run through those so quickly.
Oh yeah.
Portions in one of these tiny packs is way too small.
Yeah, but okay, it was that Oreos and then Sour Patch Kids, the watermelon kind. I have Cheeto dust on my fingers.
Why is it so slippery? Oh.
You gotta find the perforation, my dude.
Sorry, go ahead.
And then like the thin pretzel thins.
From Costco.
I don't know. They didn't have a good selection of savory snacks, so I can't remember what I got that was savory. But now
Those things with hummus. Very good.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
But now my snack rotation is chocolate chips that I, mean to use for baking.
Just a bag of chocolate chips.
Yeah, I'll just take like a handful and just chomp a couple and then leave. And then nuts that mom gives me. So like the salt and pepper pistachios and the roasted peanuts. And then sometimes if, I want to treat myself, I'll buy a bag of Angie's. No, wait, Skinny Pop? No, the kettle Angie's. No, is it Boom Chicka Pop? There we go.
Boom Chicka Pop.
Yeah, the kettle corn flavor specifically, because I think that has like the
thing
salty
with those kind of snacks, like the Boom Chicka Pops and like the what's the other brand of
Skinny Pop?
Skinny Pop, is you have to eat so many of them to feel satisfied.
I don't think so. I like mix nuts into mine and like chocolate chips too, so it ends up being like a heartier snack.
Okay, well, that's kind of elite. I don't do that.
I know. What can I say?
Yeah. The Nature Valley bars, one thing that you can do is, this is not that innovative, but I crunch them up and throw them into yogurts and eat them.
That's just granola.
What do you mean? Yes, I use it as granola.
It is granola.
Oh, okay. Whoops, my bad.
Do you think they sell Nature Valley granola like in an oats and honey flavor?
If they don't, they should. Yeah,
I agree.
you don't really need to because you just crush up a Nature Valley bar and it's the same thing.
I feel like you don't even need to crush it up. I feel like if you just leave it in your backpack for like 2 months, there you go. Pop it open.
I'll like the Nature Valley bars is such an easy snack to just throw into like a backpack.
Mm-hmm.
I'll find like
Crumbs?
especially in my like no, especially like in my golf bag where I just like don't go through that often. And I'll just whenever I go out for a round, I'll just throw like 2 or 3 in there. I'll find like when I'm cleaning out my golf bag, just like really old packs of like Nature Valley bar, and they're all completely disintegrated into dust.
That's funny.
And then that's the perfect time to throw it into a yogurt.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
This might be a little gross. I don't know if it's gross, but I used this semester because I had to buy my own groceries, right? I would always buy Nature Valley bars and like the oats and honey kind. They also had a peanut butter kind and there was another flavor, but I can't remember.
Dude,
what
I
it
don't
was.
like the flavored ones.
Really?
I
think they're fine. I think oats and honey is definitely my
There's
favorite.
the only ones I like are the yogurt ones.
Interesting. No. It's oats and honey. Like it's the same kind where it's like super crumbly, but it's peanut butter too. Like they add a little bit of peanut butter flavoring in it. And then there's like
It's not like
some other ones,
glazed
too.
at the bottom with peanut butter.
Because I know exactly what you're talking
because
about.
Nature Valley also makes one.
Yeah, I don't like those either. However, so I would take them to class with me in the morning, and then after my first class, I would eat it as breakfast, and then there'd be a bunch of crumbs at the bottom, and so I'd save it until I got home, and then I'd throw it on top of shit.
You would save a bag of crumbs just
Yeah.
to throw it on top.
Yeah, because I don't like to waste it, but I also wasn't gonna, because I'd be eating it in the library, so it's kind of weird to like knock it back. You know what I mean? Because that's what I would normally
The
do.
knockback is an elite move, but I haven't. So this is the technique I use. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah,
Say this is empty.
You.
Say this is empty. All the crumbs are scattered throughout the bottom. First thing you do, you shake it all into one corner, right? Classic.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that move.
Yeah.
Next thing you do,
You have to.
you pinch off the end and you dump all the contents so they pile up right at the very end here.
Okay.
And now all of it's like concentrated at the corner here. And then you open it up into your mouth, and now you don't have to worry about crumbs falling a longer distance, so that it's more accurate. So sometimes when you have a big bag and you have crumbs left at the bottom, and they're all in the back, and you dump it open, sometimes it falls on your face. So you collect all the crumbs right in this like
straighten it though? Cause
yeah, of course you straighten it. Yeah, but sometimes it's not foolproof. So you dump the crumbs so that they're in this last 2 inches
How
before
large
the bag.
of bags have you done
Like
this?
This is family size bags.
Okay.
Small bags. Like I've done this with every size bag.
Okay.
This technique is ubiquitous.
Okay.
So you pinch it off. You make sure all the crumbs collect at the bottom here, and then when you open it up, all of it's already there, ready to be received into your mouth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Noted. I will keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's
for
the best way to
next
eat
time
the last bits of crumbs in your chip bag.
All right, got it.
All right, stop eating them. You can't. Well, that's what I was telling you. You can't stop.
You really can't.
Rachel, what are you doing over there? What's that bundle of yarn you got?
I'm crocheting a beanie.
A beanie. That's a nice color. Is it for me?
Yeah.
It is now. Remember
I got
all
a
the
really
nice
selection.
birthday and Christmas presents I've been getting
it is
you?
for you.
Yeah, that's
it is
what I
definitely for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I have like a couple other colors at home if you want to have a selection.
No, I like this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you just want that one, don't you?
No, I don't. No, because I'm okay.
Anyways, that's a cool hobby to pick up. I feel like TikTok has really taken crocheting to like the next level of popular hobbies to pick up.
Absolutely.
That and like
I used to knit.
But
Wait,
yeah,
that's true.
I
You
feel
did
like you've
used to
been on
knit.
this crocheting knitting grind for a minute.
Yeah,
I
you've been.
picked up crocheting very recently, but knitting I did in like fourth grade. It was really funny. We'd have free time and I'd be knitting.
Wait, dumb question. What's the difference between knitting and crocheting?
That's a good question.
Okay, you also did know.
This is one.
Oh, knitting is 2.
Knitting is 2.
Oh, is that the only difference?
This also has like a little hook so you can grab onto things. Knitting is just like a straight needle. It's like 2 chopsticks basically.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like weaving in between 2.
Wait, can you create the same patterns from knitting and crocheting?
Like the same effect?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it the same fabric? Is it all yarn?
Yeah.
Same material?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, interesting. So how does that come together into like a knot? Do you make like individual pieces and then
Yeah.
lace them together?
Most of the time it's just a bunch of rectangles that you like later sew together, but then also you can make triangles too. You can make all sorts of silly little shapes. You can make like little doilies. Oh, with crocheting you have a lot more freedom. Have you seen like little granny squares?
Little what?
Like granny squares, like they're just squares of yarn with like fun little patterns.
Yeah.
Inside.
I feel like I see like quilts like that.
Yeah. So that's like, actually you could probably knit that. I don't know.
Do you
I'm
think
not
that
very good
was
at it.
that? Can you knit that pattern on that hat?
Yeah.
Is it pretty easy?
Yeah. It's just.
So it's just
ribbed.
2 squares, right? That was joined
This
together at the top. Oh no, it's not because the circle is. It is 2 squares. I think it's 2
Well,
squares.
okay. So how I'm doing this, I think how I'm crocheting mine is different
I don't know the last time I washed it.
from how this was made, because essentially I'm just making one big cylinder and then you like scrunch it up at the top and then you like sew the hole shut and then you turn it inside out.
I
Whereas
see.
this one, I think like
Look on the inside.
there's definitely some
sewing going on there, right?
up here. Yeah.
Oh, true.
Yes.
I
Yes.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the same right there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then there's also
I feel like that's such a
little
cool
dark
skill
ears
to
too.
learn. Sewing and crocheting.
I want to
It's
learn
so
how to
practical.
hem my. That's so
Yeah,
practical. Instead of taking close to the tailor.
Taylor. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Maybe I will learn how to do this.
Because every
Nah,
time I
it's
go
too much
thrifting, I like
No.
genuinely do not have to worry about
Thrift
it
flipping
Right,
TikTok is so
not fitting
impressive.
me. Yeah.
Thrifting and not having to
Thrift
worry.
flipping.
You can
Yeah.
buy things
Yeah.
like 4 sizes too big and then just hem it to your size. Oh,
Yeah, and that's the
Game
best
changer.
way to approach like buying new pieces because
So
you're buying a
sustainable.
piece that no one. It's sustainable, and you're
Mhm.
buying pieces that no one else has
Yeah.
because it's no longer in production or being sold.
too many hobbies. Too many potential
No,
hobbies.
but I think having hobbies is very important for personal development.
Mm.
And
How long is Shelly?
should we just wait till she's done like drying?
Does it
her
pick it
hair?
up?
Picked up.
Let's talk about some red flags, but these are like not very obvious red flags. These are ones that like you kind of have to think about them to really realize how red these flags are. Okay, not
Like
really. Okay, you don't really have
flag?
not. How do we should call this something?
I
We
feel
should
like you have
coin this
something in
term.
mind. I mean, I
I
coined
have a
amber
couple.
flags.
Amber flags.
Yeah.
What is an amber flag?
So back in my consulting days,
Okay.
we rank the performance of like different portfolios by what we called a rag status. So red was critically bad, amber was not great, and green was all good. So we called it a rag status. Oh, that's loud. Anyways, yeah. So we had we ranked our clients like different country portfolios via these 3 color statuses.
Okay.
And we can rank these flags the same way. So we have green flags, we have red flags, and then
The amber,
amber
flags.
flags are things where I'm just like, depending how this person approaches this item, then it can be either a red flag or be fine. I'll give an example. Am I allowed to give this?
Okay. Yeah. No. Give an example of an amber
Uh,
flag.
Carefully piece this one together.
Just say
But
someone.
For
okay.
example, if someone has recently got out of a relationship and they're on a dating app trying to, find somebody,
Yeah.
that is an amber flag. It could be fine. It could be bad, right?
Okay.
That person could be very much still into their ex, and they're
Not
trying to fulfill like a
emotionally ready,
void,
yeah.
right? And so
Or
that's
they
when
broke up with them mentally 3 months before, and they've already
Exactly.
processed the entire breakup.
exactly. So
Okay.
that would be so essentially like being recently out of a relationship and trying to find another relationship is an amber flag, because they could be in a good mental state or like still very much caught up in their last relationship and emotionally unavailable.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So that is
Okay.
my amber flag.
I guess mine isn't really an okay. Yeah, mine's my idea is probably closer to the amber flag. So I'll give you an example of what I'm thinking about. Not necessarily a red flag, but a person who has a person who listens to Apple Music. No, I'm just kidding.
Stop.
No.
Wait, that's so
But
funny.
that's kind of a red flag. Amber flag, if anything. Or on their Spotify Wrap, they have like 10,000 minutes of music listened to.
Like,
Oh,
not
that's
a
Like,
lot.
what do you do? Like,
Well, I
during
feel
your
like
free
the
some people-
SoundCloud.
Some people also listen
Okay,
to music
that's
on
fair.
YouTube too.
Oh, that's weird. That's
Yeah,
that's a red
I know.
flag.
That's
I'm just kidding.
That's
no,
fair.
the most normal and best way to listen to music is Spotify, because they
I
have the
agree.
best native discovery algorithm.
Wait,
I've
how many minutes of music did you guys all listen to?
Mine
this
wasn't
year?
that great this year.
mine was like 74,000.
Mine was like 43.
Yeah, I had 88,000.
88.
88.
What?
Because I lived alone, I always had noise playing in the background. Like, all
Really?
the time. Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Dang.
I guess, okay, it's not necessarily a red flag because it's not necessarily a red flag because depending on the person's occupation, you may not have time in the day
Yeah.
to just be listening to music all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's probably occupation dependent, which is why it's kind of an amber flag. But
Exactly.
people
There you
who
go.
so okay, I can kind of define what this is. It's not necessarily a red flag in itself, but it could lead into it being a red flag.
Wait.
Explain.
So so
yeah.
if the person has very few minutes of music played on Spotify, it could mean that they don't like music, which that in and of itself is a red flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Honestly, because our little brothers don't listen to any music,
They
and
are
I find
walking
that
red
so
flags.
strange.
Because
I
at
find
their
that so
age,
strange.
I already
So
started
weird.
building my Spotify playlist
Yeah.
portfolio.
With emo music.
At their
I did have some
in
emo
like
music in
fourth
there.
grade,
Screamo
I'd be
music.
listening.
A Day to Remember, great stuff.
So good.
Do you think it's because they don't have like dedicated music listening devices? Like, because I remember when we were younger,
We had
the
iPods.
Honestly,
iPods.
that's probably
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And we had CD players too.
Yeah, I remember the CD player
Yeah.
days. The
Are
Walkman
you too
days,
old
too.
for a Walkman?
I think I was literally
He's too
like
young for
5
Or too
years,
young.
5 years too young for the Walkman.
Okay.
But my first music playing device was a CD player, a portable CD player.
Same.
And I remember one of my first CD I ever got was the One Republic CD. What was the album name? I forget what it was called, but it had Apologize on there.
Yeah.
Classic.
I think that was the first pop song I learned on the piano,
Aw,
and that's when I started enjoying
Great
piano.
song. Is that kind of what an amber flag is? Is something that could lead into something that
It
is
can swing
actually
both ways.
a red
Exactly.
flag. Okay.
Depending on how the person's approach to it is.
Okay. Here's another amber flag, or I guess that's what we're going to coin it now. But here's another
Flags.
amber flag that I was thinking about. A person who has no hobbies or no interests outside of their occupation. or what
That's
they
a
do.
reddish amber flag.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
more red than
I think
amber.
It's more red.
Because
Like, what do you do?
a true red flag
Where
is
does your
that
personality
you
come
have
from?
no personality. Not that you have no personality, but you have no interest outside of. You're not multidimensional.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. You're just a very one plain person.
They're just a
Which-
side character.
It's not a bad thing either.
not a-
To each their own.
Yeah, it's not
It's
necessarily.
not
a
mine
bad thing.
own, but
That's another example that I have.
What
of
if
a-
someone doesn't have time for hobbies?
that's
though?
true. Like I know a lot of friends who went into the finance.
That's also a red
consulting
flag.
route.
You don't want to be dating someone who doesn't even have time for hobbies. How are they going to make time for you then?
Oh, I guess I forgot that this was in the context of relationships. Because I know, like, I feel like there's some people who are
I mean,
so
there are like
occupied.
friend red flags, I guess. But like, yeah, mostly in the context of relationships.
I mean, it still depends on what you're looking for. Like, that's essentially saying everyone who's in. Well, my personal anecdotal story to this is I feel like a lot of my friends who went into more demanding career paths, their careers just become their entire lives because they're spending 80, 100 hours
Yeah.
pursuing that career, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, if that's what makes a relationship work for you and you are very okay with just spending the few free hours of your time with each other in that relationship, then it's fine. Again,
I was gonna say, like, what if they
Yeah.
don't have hobbies because they would rather spend their
dedicated.
time
Yeah.
with other people. So like if
Ooh.
their other time is occupied by school, work, whatever,
Right.
and then the other hours that they have, they would rather just dedicate to the other people in their life.
Okay. So you're saying that it's okay for people to have no
Well,
hobbies?
Again,
Amber
context
flag.
is person to person, amber flag.
Yeah. Because, okay, if there's someone who has a lot of time on their hands and they just spend it watching
nothing.
TikToks in bed, whatever, that's a red flag to me. And they don't make any effort to like spend time with their friends and they just expect other people to reach out to them. That is a red flag for me, especially in friends.
Okay.
Yeah. That's like saying on Hinge, the dating app, what are you passionate about? And someone puts like sleeping or napping. And I'm just like,
Ooh, red flag.
Like, again, like maybe you have a
I think
very like
the sleepy
demanding
girl is kind of a cute personality.
Exactly. Like it could swing both ways. Maybe they have a very demanding lifestyle and they just want a nap. Or it's the other.
Or they're just lazy and like this. I mean, I like to sleep, but
Same.
dude, recently I haven't been able to sleep. I've been waking up
Really?
6 hours on the dot.
You've been the best sleeper in this family today because Rachel and I
Today.
have a
Yeah.
lot of sleeping problems.
But now
Yeah.
I'm having sleeping problems and I have no idea why. I sleep six
Maybe
and a
it's
half hours on
cycling
the
through
dot.
us.
Yeah,
Because
I've been
I
sleeping
just
great.
got over. Yeah,
I know.
I just got
Oh,
over
really?
my.
I've been sleeping
stint
like a
of
baby since I've been in New
no
York.
sleep,
It's been
yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, it kind of sucks because usually I can sleep forever. Like I was the type of person that if I didn't set an alarm, I could sleep 14 hours easy.
That's crazy.
No.
But the bad thing about that is that I'll still wake up kind of sleepy and groggy, and you wasted like half your day. So
Yeah. The thing is, after finals, any semester, like after autumn semester, after spring semester, I will come
Autumn
home.
semester.
Sorry, fall semester. My bad. It's because we abbreviate it as AU, like 2022, whatever.
Yeah.
So in my head, I was thinking AU, which
okay.
means autumn. Anyways, stupid preface.
Okay.
I will come home and I will literally conk out for like 3 days. Like I would be immobilized for at least 2 days before
that's
I
'cause
can
you
actually.
pull,
that's
like,
called
all-nighters
sleep
every
rebound.
Yeah.
No, that's an actual scientific term
Oh,
where
word.
if you're
Ah.
sleep deprived, you
Sounds
will
about right.
rebound and sleep a lot. Just like recover in REM sleep.
Wait,
well,
doctor.
That's me.
Not doctor yet.
Oh, med student. Can you catch up on sleep? Is that a myth?
Yes, it is a myth.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah, that's
so
what I heard too.
it's not like you can go like 2 days without sleeping and the next day sleep 2 days in a row. You need to recover. You need to have a consistent sleep schedule for longer in order to recover.
Curses.
Yeah, life is never that easy.
No.
Dang.
I read
Yeah,
about
it takes
that.
consistency
Sad.
to really be able to achieve any sort of healthy lifestyle. So sleeping is one of those things. And that's a good thing that because mom and dad have always been a proponent of instilling good sleep
Yeah.
habits and sleep
Yeah.
hygiene for us.
I'm
Like not
cool.
using your phone like before you go to bed, making sure that you're going to sleep when the sun goes down. That's a very good circadian health tenant to have.
Yeah.
Like following or aligning your sleep schedule to the solar cycle, which I do a very bad job of now. But when we were kids, when it was probably more important for our
Yeah.
developing brains,
Yeah.
mom and dad did a really good job of making sure that we were sleeping at the right times and waking up at the right times.
Also,
Yeah.
good sleep hygiene, like making sure that we brushed our teeth, showered before sleeping, and then
That's
also
not sleep hygiene. That's
Oh.
just normal
Hygiene.
hygiene.
That's just hygiene.
Okay, but like this,
But
the
you're right.
nighttime
I know
routine.
people who
yeah.
don't do that. So yeah.
Yeah. and
Sleep
then
hygiene is
also-
like not eating before you sleep, not consuming sugar like 4 or 5 hours before you sleep. No caffeine, like
No,
after
like,
like
bright
2
lights,
p.m. No bright
artificial
lights.
lights,
Yeah, that's good sleep
turning
hygiene.
down the temperature at night. Is that sleep hygiene? No? What? Oh
You're
my
just
gosh.
listing
Okay, I'm
off
gonna
things
stop.
that mom and dad used to do.
Yeah, that's
They
why I'm
would.
saying.
And now that I'm older,
Dang.
I live my own place. Mom and dad wouldn't turn on the thermostat. I mean, this is maybe not Asian, but frugal lifestyles. It's always like 55 degrees in our house. Now I keep it at a balmy 68 degrees at all times, at least in the winter.
It's great.
Oh, it's
I don't know if
fantastic.
it's because our central air at home was bad, but for some reason
It's so cold in our
over
house.
the winter. Like mom and dad kept our house so cold.
Yeah.
Like
We'd
it
be
made
wearing
it
puffer jackets.
it made it impossible to get out of bed. And the
Yeah.
thing is, like,
Mm.
when you go to bed in a cold house, and you're in your covers, you only have that tiny cocoon of
Yep.
warm space. If you extend your arms any bit further out, it's the
Instantly
icy cold.
frozen.
Yeah.
It's the icy cold.
I
tundra.
remember I'd wake up in the morning and have to go pee, but it'd be so cold out. I'm like,
Yeah, you know what?
No.
That's not what
I don't gotta do this.
I can sleep through this.
I can sleep through this one.
I would just pee my pants.
Yeah, it was brutal. I mean, going back home in the wintertime,
It's the
it's
same.
still like that.
Yeah.
Mom and dad keep it so cold.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's the kind of lifestyle they were used to because I
Yeah.
mean, when they were living in the village, they had
Cement blocks.
they didn't have heat, they didn't
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
AC,
Did they have fire?
they had fires,
They
but
have
you don't light
fireplace,
it in your like
in your room,
in
and
your
you probably
room.
don't keep it burning when you're sleeping.
yeah. I don't actually know how they
No,
heated the
'cause they
homes.
have-
It's not
Wait
like
a second.
teepees where they just like
Yeah.
lit a fire in the middle of the
It was
house.
a giant cement
We've
block
never
of a
been
home.
to China in the winter.
Yeah, that's true. We always visit
Dude.
on our
So
summer
weird.
vacation.
Apparently, winters in the village
I
are
imagine
brutal.
it's brutal.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
why to them, it's probably a
Yeah, this is
joke.
like this is like
Yeah.
wow, this is paradise.
Yeah.
They're just like in shorts and
Yeah, we're just complaining.
short sleeves and
Jeez.
t-shirt.
Week.
Whereas like in the wintertime at home, I'm putting on socks when I go to bed. That never happens. Yeah.
Hot take. This is a hot take. I won't
Yes.
wear socks to go to bed, but I will wear socks to get my feet warm, take them off, then fall asleep. I can't fall asleep with cold feet.
It's not a hot tag. That's just weird.
Oh,
Yeah, that
word.
is just weird.
Okay, well.
Just wear pants that are really long and then like cover your feet with your long pants.
Or just wear socks.
Oh, here's another like keeping the house cold during the wintertime experience is like you can't sleep with your head out of the covers because
How do you breathe?
no because the air is so cold, so like you have to, when I sleep I like put the covers over my head so I can the
I do see you doing that back when we
breath-
shared a room.
the breath
I
the
hate
warm
breathing my
breath.
own air.
Yeah, but it warms up the entire warm
Yeah.
cocoon in your
Wait, you do that too,
I
Rachel?
do that too.
What the
No,
But
but
I'm
the
just
thing is,
saying-
the thing is, your face starts feeling cold. Like if you leave your head out of the covers, your
You're
face,
just weak.
your like nose and like
You're just a weenie,
No.
Jesse.
no, it just gets cold and it's uncomfortable. So what I do is I put the covers over my face and I leave a tiny channel of air that I can breathe out of, so I can breathe cold air,
Yeah.
but the rest of my face stays warm.
Okay.
It's a
Rachel,
it's a
which one's
hack.
weirder?
Oh, yours is.
Ah,
Yeah,
Dang it.
yours is definitely way weirder.
No, because I've definitely done that too in situations where I can't control the temperature. Like I went camping in Colorado over the summer and it dropped down to like 40 degrees and we were just in a tent, right? So it was hella cold.
Yeah.
So I did cover my face and I did breathe to make myself
Yeah, you make a
warmer,
little
yeah.
breath tunnel that you can breathe the cold air.
Yeah.
Breathe
Maybe I'm just
fresh air through.
claustrophobic because I hate that, like, being enclosed. I don't like it.
I'd rather be warm.
Yeah,
Mm.
I feel it.
Yeah.
It's more
Alright,
about
that's
like
fair.
feeling like a warm embrace rather than feeling cold.
Warm embrace.
Yeah. Anyways. Oh, it died. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, are we gonna keep recording
or are we done?
No, we're just gonna end there.
Rachel hasn't seen Gila.
This has been another episode of the Rooftop Pod. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you guys next time.